Over the past 8 years, I've slowly transformed my room into my dream gaming room for content creation and gaming. And now in 2024, this is how my setup is looking. This video was inspired by Vibrant, so if you want to check out our channel, it'll be the link in the description. Also, now that the keyboard giveaway is over, I've decided to do another one. So let me know what the next giveaway item should be. And subscribe if you want to enter. But with that being said, let's continue on with the video. So around 8 years ago, my dad had gotten me this little Chromebook. And from what I remember, I'm pretty sure this Chromebook was like 50 bucks. The reason he got it for me was so I could do homework and stuff for school. But this was the first electronic device I think I had. And yeah, so the laptop really wasn't capable of doing anything. But since I was so young, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And around the same period of time, I had something called a Leapfrog, which was basically a console for small children where you can play some Pixar games. But majority of my childhood, I would play this with my friends and my brothers. And I was really satisfied with it as well. This is what the actual console looked like. Also, comment down below if you ever played on this thing. And around a year later, me and my younger brother saved it for a Nintendo Switch. We were able to save up for it by doing lemonade stands and mowing lots of lawns. I think the cost of it around this time was $300. And the very first game we got on it was Minecraft. And only after we bought all of this, we realized that we had to get another controller set so we could play multiplayer. We also bought some other games like Legend of Zelda, Super Smash Bros, and some Pokemon games. But throughout 2019 to 2021, these were the main consoles me and my brothers used. Also, around the same time, I would usually go over to my friend's house and we would all play Minecraft on their Xbox. I'm really glad I was able to find this picture because it does bring back a lot of memories. And I'm pretty sure this was around 2021. Around 2022, I had moved to a new house with my family. And for my birthday, I had been gifted a new laptop. The laptop still couldn't do much, but it was still a really big upgrade. And on this laptop, I attempted to download Minecraft, but it did take hours upon hours because we really had to optimize the laptop. I think I was using a Dell mouse and a really cheap mouse pad that I had gotten from Walmart. I also had a lot of decorations around my setup, like the Lego rocket ship, a lamp, and a fake plant that I still use to this day. Here's a bigger picture of the setup, and that desk in that picture is the desk that my brother currently uses. But yeah, so this picture is pretty old. A couple months later, after I had that set up, I moved most of my stuff under my bed, and none of it looked good. Everything was really disorganized. But when I was 10 years old, I thought it couldn't get better than this. So after this house, I moved to another house not too far from my old one, and when I was getting everything set up, I decided to use my old TV and Nintendo Switch for a while. A while after this, my grandpa had gotten a new PC, so he gave his old PC to our whole family. I know the PC didn't have a GPU, but I still could play a lot more games than when I was on my laptop. Around this time, I also saved up for a lot more gear, such as the Razer Siren Mini, a budget webcam, and an Atrix mechanical keyboard. And then around Christmas, I had saved up a lot of my money and gotten some help with the desk. And to be honest, the desk was the hardest thing to ever put together in the setup, and it took me like 4 to 3 hours to build it with my dad. I also had spent a lot more time getting a lot more accessories for my setup, and eventually got my first gaming mouse, the Model O. I also had saved up for a microphone arm and some other cool stuff for my setup. And also, when I was younger, I decided to save up for the Oculus Quest 2 because that was a really popular thing then, and it still is. But I was doing so many chores figuring out every single way to make money, and eventually I was able to get it. The first couple of games that I got on the Oculus was Rec Room and Beat Saber. And this is how my room was looking around late 2022. I'd saved up quite a bit of my money and invested it into my setup. And around July 26, 2023, I had gotten my very first PC. And with that, I also have my main monitor to this day, the Kurai monitor. And I'm really happy I decided to record this video here, because when I was recording this, I was just doing it for the fun of it with my friend. But it is really helpful to show you guys how I got it and where I got it. And this PC right here is the PC that I still use to this day. It just has a lot of upgrades. And basically right after I got my PC, I moved to my new house. And this is actually where I started this channel. Today, I'm going to transform my dirty room into a Halloween gaming setup. So stick around till the end so you can see the end result. But yeah, so this was around 6 months ago. And during this time, I only had one monitor and I was still using my Xbox in my setup. And just so you know, I've had a lot of other channels before this. I just haven't had the same success. And this is how my setup was looking during the Halloween of 2023. And eventually my channel started to grow a lot, and I would start to get sponsors who would send me out stuff. But I did purchase the Alm monitor, which was my second monitor. Also, since it was Christmas time, I decided to go for a Christmas themed setup and had some pretty big upgrades like a new GPU and keyboard. The next mechanical keyboard I got was a Royal Kludge one, and I also saved up for a really nice Turtle Beach gaming headset. And at the end of 2023, this is how my gaming setup was looking. And towards that time, you guys had recommended me to get a monitor mount, which ended up changing my setup in the long run a lot. And not too long ago, I did a 7-day series where I basically moved all my stuff to my new room. So I was only in that room for like 6 months. But I moved all my stuff slowly to my new room, went to IKEA, got a lot of stuff, and everything started to coming together. And now I'm gonna show you what the setup is looking like right now. And yeah, so as you can tell, a lot of stuff has changed since 2016. And I know I already did a video like this, except I didn't really show all the details because I couldn't find them all at that time. And when you're seeing this keyboard is probably going to be gone, and I'm going to go back to my Royal Kludge keyboard. But yeah, so let me know what you rate the setup out of 10. And also let me know what I should do for my next giveaway item.